Hey everybody, it's Red, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Shadowrun Dragonfall. Last we left off, we had discovered that Green Winters is dead. Died the same way that Monica Schaefer did, unfortunately for us. Which means we have even fewer answers than we did before. Always how it seems to go. On the plus side, I suppose, we did receive a new Decker for our team, so we've kind of rounded that out a bit. Anyway, wrong button. When we found Green Winters, we also discovered a cache of old DVDs, and we're about to go get them checked out by the tech shop attendant. First, I kind of want to see if anyone has any new dialogue options. Hey, boss. Dietrich gives you a slight nod. What can I do for you? Any thoughts of that last one that you'd like to share? Well, we found Winters. That's something, I guess. This whole damn thing has me feeling uneasy, boss. But at least we have a direction to look in. How are you holding up? You seem to take Monica's death harder than the others did. Dietrich shakes his head, a wistful expression on his face. Nah, no harder. But I'm less buttoned up than the others are. Our girl never let herself show any weakness, and Glory, well, she's too full of chrome to feel much of anything. Yeah. He shrugs. Me, I don't give a damn. I've spent too much of my life putting on a show for others already. What do you mean by that? I used to front a punk band way back when. Believe it or not, I've spent a pretty good chunk of my life on stage. Whenever we weren't playing, I was living up to our fans' expectations. Spouting off, getting into fights, getting drunk, and getting laid. Not a bad life, all things considered. Wait a second, you can sing? What was your band called? Maybe I've heard of it. How did you go from fronting a band to running the shadows? Or so long, Dietrich. Yeah, wait a second, you can sing? He regards you with a critical eye. I was a frontman for a punk band, boss. Fuck no, I can't sing. I got an answer. He grins. But I wasn't half bad at riling up a crowd. What was your band called? Maybe I've heard of it. Oh, I doubt it, boss. We never really got any airplay. Spit it out, old man. Alright, boss, if you insist. The band was called Messerkampf. Spelled out just like it sounds, in big capital letters with an exclamation point. We weren't a big act or anything. We sold a few records here and there, toured around Europe. We had a decent following in England, and we holed up in London from 31 to 36. Spent most of our time slumming around the East End and picked up enough cotton to rotate the folks back home. He shakes his head. Truth be told, that whole chapter of my life is a bit of a blur. We didn't do it for the fans or the fame. And we sure as shit didn't care about the money. All that mattered to us was staying young and drunk and angry. He takes a moment to examine his gnarled hands, a sad smile on his face. We managed the second too. Blech. My ability to read is slowly decaying. Good God, where's the time gone? Dietrich shakes himself from his reverie and looks back up at you. That familiar, easy grin returns to his face. Well, anyway, boss, everything ends eventually, and I washed my hands of all this years ago. So let's change the subject if you don't mind. So how did you go from fronting a band to running the shadows? It wasn't as big a leap as you'd think. I already had a healthy disrespect for authority, and I had the magic to back it up. One nice thing about shamanism. As long as you keep your idol happy, it doesn't matter what else you do. The Dragon Slayer chose me to be his servant. And as long as I was scrapping with someone bigger than me, he didn't much care whether I did it on the stage or in the shadows. Yeah, tell me about the Dragon Slayer. He shrugs. Not much to tell. He chose me when I was just a kid. I could always feel him in my heart, goading me to laugh louder, hit harder, and get rowdier than the rest. Of course, my family didn't understand, but the hell with them, I thought. I knew that I was destined for greater things. So I listened to him, and I cracked the skulls of a lot of bad people. He saw this and was pleased, and awarded me with magic. And I used that magic to crack bigger, thicker skulls, and so on. He shrugs. It's a simple life, but a good one. So long, Dietrich. Hey, Nazi. Take it easy, boss. This is still empty, I suppose. Yeah. I really don't know if I want to talk to you right now. Glory, you got anything new? Collie, what do you need? Hey, Glory, how you holding up? Don't worry about me, I'm solid. You know what? We've had this conversation before. Nothing new here. I'll talk to you later. See yourself. Yep. Yeah, you can just... Yeah. Okay, let's go talk to Malit. Right. There you are. Welcome back. What can I do for you? I'll take care of that in a second. I'm looking for someone that can play back a DVD RW. Really? That is old tech. Very old, in fact. Just a moment, I'll go look. She turns to rummage through a bin of obsolete components in the back of her stall. Ah, yes, here we are. The dwarf wrestles a mid-sized flat-screen display out of the bin. This display has old enough hookups to connect to a DVD player. RCA, you know? Vintage. The player itself, though, this I do not have. You may wish to try your luck down at the junkyard. There's a scavenger there, a primitive man with a crude disposition. If anyone here in the Huisbazaar can help you find your DVD player, he can, but he will almost certainly attempt to overcharge you for it. She takes a deep breath and smiles up at you. But you are not here for gossip. Shall we conclude our business? I could give you the display for, say, 200 million? Paul Amsel said to charge it to his account. Ah, very well. I'll have it packaged up and delivered to Herr Amsel straight away. Best of luck finding your DVD reader. I wish you well. Okay. First, one last matter. I acquired this drone. Can you get it back up and running? Up and running again. Yeah, probably. It might take a bit of doing, though. I love working on these old corp drones. Ugh. I can't make you any guarantees, but either way, it's in the house. I'll leave it in your hands. I'll start on it right now. See you later. Don't really know what I could do with it, but... why not? You never know. Okay. While I'm over here, I want to go talk to the, yeah, you. Gunari Metbach. Metbach? I don't know. Welcome back. You need some weapons, some ammunition, perhaps? Yes. Show me your goods. Okay. I now have the Beretta Model 70, which does damage 6, range of medium range, cap 30. Higher damage, same range, and lower ammunition though. Not sure. Cool sword. May do AP damage on critical hit. I may try and get my melee up a little bit, actually, to try out melee combat. Not sure. Ah, while I'm here, I want a couple of these. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Confirm. I'll maybe get the SMG later. Okay. Shoddy. A stout... I assume that's how you say it. Shoddy? I don't know. A stout old man looks up from whatever old tech he's tinkering with to squint at you through thick, old-fashioned glasses. He pushes them up with an oil-stained finger as he straightens up to nod at you. He speaks with a gruff but well-meaning tone, heavily accented with German tonality. Guten Tag, what can I do for you? Malit tells me you're the man to speak to about DVDs. That little shrew sent you my way, huh? Shorty's smile broadens. Well, wonders never cease. Well, introductions are in order, I suppose. Shorty Buchman at your service. I guess it's... like I said, the old man raises a grimy hand in salute. Need something salvaged? Some old components? Vielleicht? I don't know. I'm indeed your man. Wonderful. How about that DVD player? Well, let's see. I think that I've got something that'll work for you. Shorty rummages around the junk heaped on the table behind him. A few seconds later, he snatches a battered plastic lozenge shaped from the pile. Ah, here we go. An old Korean player that I dug up last week. 2010 model. A real beauty. Shorty's smile broadens and he gives you a conspiratorial wink. I fixed up and got a run on, boy. Without any discs to read, I've mostly been using it as a paperweight. Sounds like what I'm looking for. How much do you want for it? Shorty glances back at the DVD player, a rueful expression on his face. Well, I'll admit I'm a little loath to part with her. There are plenty of folks out there who'd really appreciate an older player such as this. I don't know what your intentions are for it. I suppose, given the time and trouble I took putting her back together, that I'd be willing to part with her for, say... Shorty's eyes dart over your gear, a calculated expression on his face. About 500 nuyen? I gotta remember that. Nuyen, okay. That's kind of funny. I was wondering, because that is the yen symbol, but, nuyen, right. I gotta remember that. Strength, I've got a bit... I'm not gonna pressure the old man, that's... No. Yeah. Hand over your cred stick. Deal. Shorty blinks with a bit of surprise, but his beard betrays no movement on his face. You just... Alright there, friend. He picks up the ancient device from the table, gingerly, and presses it into your hands. The plastic is scuffed and worn, and it rattles a bit when you move it. A hell of a deal. Anyway, I'm happy knowing that she's going to see some use again. Give her some good use, okay? Sure. Just spent 500 new yen on it, so... wait a minute. Yeah, here we go. I'd better. Return to Paul with the goods. Indeed I shall. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I think I just bumped the mic there. It seems that Amsel has assembled a team in your absence. They stand in a group around the old display that you had Malit deliver. On their faces you can see excitement and apprehension, curiosity and dread. Yep. Kali, have you procured a DVD reader? Hand Amsel the DVD player. I have it, it's right there. Here. Good. This should only take me a moment. Amsel disappears behind the ancient display. After a few moments of fiddling with its battered inputs, he reappears, a satisfied look on his face. Everything appears to be functional. The disc should be ready to play. Well, don't keep us in suspense. Start the damn thing already. Kali went to the trouble of fetching everything. Let her do the honors. Amsel steps back, clearing a path for you to access the antique machine. Wonderful. Let's smash it! A soft whirring sound fills the air as the ancient DVD player spins the disc up to speed. The scratched LCD display comes to life and a menu fills the screen. Play track 1. Ugh. The screen goes black and a cheerful digital chiming sound spills out of the display speakers. A crackle of static fills the air, coupled with a shrill electronic whine. After a few moments, the display goes live and a disheveled-looking man appears on the screen. His eyes glitter with excitement. The timestamp on the screen is 34:09:15. Hermie, I think we've found her. After all this time, Feuerschwing. I knew that she wasn't dead. Agent Vauclair, huh? Interesting. His speech is jittery. You can hear the urgency in his voice. She survived the Dragonfall. Just as I've always said, I knew it and I was right. The screen explodes into static, and the electronic whine in the background sharpens into a needle-like pulse of high-pitched sound. Somewhere in the background, Dante lets out a low whimper. The screening clears, and the excited face is closer to the screen than it was before. The words spill out of him in a breathless tide. Taking a team into the socks to retrieve her, the radiation will be damned. We will take appropriate precautions, of course, but we must go. Hermie, I think the body may be nearby as well. Somehow she has survived for all this time. The screen explodes into static again, then clears. The figure flickers across the screen. May not be back for some time. Look after Mom, okay? I worry about her. And Hermie, stay safe out there. I know that things are heating up in Berlin, and I know you. Student protests, civil uprisings, you'll be in the middle of it, I'm sure. Just stay safe, alright? And I'll do my best to do the same. I don't know what's going to happen when I step into the socks, but I do know one thing. If the fire ring is still a danger, I will put an end to her, once and for all.